I'd like to kind of go a little deep into growing up on the missions field. It has been a bit of a challenge, just in multiple ways. But I accepted Christ at the age of 3 in China. It was in a traffic jam, actually. So I had a lot of time to think about things, and so. But anyway, so I accepted Christ there. But for me, I didn't understand the concept of grace until actually it was probably like 4 years ago, really recently, when I fully understood the concept of grace and having a relationship with Christ. And but anyway, so that being said, growing up, I was kind of, you have to be a good person to make it into heaven. And this is just an example of my train of thought here. My mom would always tell me, because she didn't want me to drive motorcycles, so she would always tell me, people that drive motorcycles don't love their moms. so my train of thought was, well, these guys don't love their moms, and it says in the Bible, love your mom and dad. So obviously they're not going to go to heaven. But I've learned that's not true. Okay, but anyway, so growing up on the missions field, I'd always be in that position where I'm looking at you guys who are so tremendous in ministry. Just, really, it seems like it comes natural to you. You guys just always can go up to anyone and just completely lead them to Christ and stuff like that. And I'd grow up thinking, well, I'm still young. I've got a few years before I'll be able to do that. I'll just observe and watch and learn how to do this, and maybe hand out a few Bibles to make it look like I'm doing something. And then, that train of thought actually has kept going, and now I'm getting to the opportunity where I have people my age on the missions trip with me, like Brian and John Morgan and all you guys. And it's just, I've been blessed to be around such tremendous men and women of God who are my age. But it's also a little intimidating because it seems like all of these people can sing or play some kind of instrument. And so I felt like I got short end of the stick there. And then, Brian can be like the best friend to anybody too. You can just go up to someone and be their best friend already. And so, I just stuff like that, I felt like, well, these guys, they have the talents, to go on a mission trip. They're good at speaking, or they're good at connecting with people, or they're good at singing or playing an instrument. So they have a place on a mission trip, but I don't have a place on a mission trip because I don't have any talents, So that was always kind of a nervous thing for me to do, is to go on a trip when, I can't sing, I'm not real good at speaking, I'm not really good at, I'm kind of shy, so I'm not really good at connecting with people. So that's always been like a big deal for me. But what's interesting, and especially within these last 4 or 5 years when there's people my age on the missions trip, every time I go, the Bible doesn't call us to go if you have the talents, it just says to go. And so it's been a real humbling experience for me, because when I do go, it's just amazing how God really does use you, no matter what you think your talents are or what you think they're not, and it's just a complete humbling experience. And it seems like when I go on these mission trips, I'm poured into more than I'm pouring out. At least that's what it feels like. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys, like throughout my experiences, especially in these last few years to Ireland, I've just been used in so many ways by God that I wouldn't even have fathomed. And I'm really, I'm still learning what my place in the Great Commission is. But so far, the Great Commission, because of my parents, has impacted me in a way that I can't even understand. I probably wouldn't be in the same, I wouldn't be going to the college that I'm going to. I probably wouldn't be majoring in the things I'm majoring in if it wasn't for the Great Commission's impact on me, my parents' obedience to that Great Commission. And then now, hopefully it's turning into my obedience to the Great Commission as well. So I just wanted to encourage anyone who might be a little weary about going on a mission trip because you don't think you're qualified. My parents always say, God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. So a little bit of encouragement there. Thank you, guys.